Hi guys, come with me to hike and summit Mount Kenya. So this is us driving to Shipton's Gate, from where we would hike to Old Moses Camp. Here we parked, we had lunch, then it started to rain, so we wore our rain gear. Then we took a couple of pictures. This is me in my rain gear, me and my friend, me and my two friends. This is our hike hostess, her name is Monica, and then Ruth, Monica and Ruth, then that's the whole group. This is us hiking to Old Moses, that's our guide Samson. So this trail pretty much has no mud, you just walk through tarmac to Old Moses Camp. It's a pretty good introduction to hiking, apart from the rain, because we got rained on. You can see that on my Mount Kenya highlights on my Instagram. But we had fun. Rain is romantic. We did a little dancey dance and all that good stuff. So this is us hiking to Old Moses, from where we would sleep before hiking to Shipton's. We took a couple of pictures, a selfie with me and Monica. Then Samson took a picture of us. Yes, so we could see Batian from afar, and it looked so near. It looked like it's a day's hike, but it would be so long before we got there. So the big peak that you can see in snow is Batian, and Lenana, which we were going to hike, was pretty much behind Batian, so we could not see it yet. But as we continued to hike, we started seeing us. I think when we got to Makindas, we could see Lenana, but right now we can see it. So after this hike through the tarmac, we got to Old Moses, where I took a picture. Then we started looking at our camp, or where we would sleep. So we slept in the middle tent. Then from here, that is our camp. These are our bags. They are 80-liter bags, which our porters carry. So it's recommendable for you to get a porter to help you carry things when summiting Mount Kenya. Then we went to the kitchen, bonfire, supper area. So this is it. So the other group had already arrived, because they are Team Subarus, as we are old Mzee Kobes. So we got there pretty later, and they're already having some tea. So here we had a starter of popcorn and butternut soup with garlic and toasted bread. And I think you don't remember pretty much what the main meal was, but it's on my Instagram highlights. So this is the group. That's Kenna, very smiling. He said the hike was easy, he was happy, he was yet to experience the tasking part of the trails. That's Yuji next to him, the one with spectacles. He also got there pretty early. Then next to Yuji, we have Colin, who is not currently in frame, or now he is. And then we had Ruth. So after this, we had a fire, and we had a bonfire where we dried our clothes. Yeah. So these two mugs we had bought at Nanyuki, pretty awesome. In the morning, we had a breakfast of porridge and sausages and pancake and beverage of choice. This is me trying to do a recording of the vlog, which I'm not gonna use that audio. That's other people at the breakfast table, packing and having breakfast before we set out to Shipton's camp. So to Shipton's camp, we would pass by Leaky Valley and onto Lily Valley, then Makindas Valley before we got to Shipton's camp. So it took pretty much the whole day. It was not like a 5-hour, 6-hour hike. It's Makindas Valley is pretty long. So this is us starting our hike to, not starting, I think we were a couple kilometers in, going hiking to the Shipton's camp. It started pretty nice. The weather was pretty lovely. As you can see, we are all layered down. Then we met another group which were resting. I think one of their group members got altitude sickness and they had to turn back or come back at some point in time. They did not summit, but we met them here. Then we having a break, a water break. Then we passed them. Then this is me showing my face again on the hike before for another video vlog that I thought I was gonna use. From there, the weather started raining, so we layered up. We wore our rain gear. As you can see, my hiking peeps are in their rain gear. Yeah, excuse me. And then, so yeah, that's Colin and Monica and a guide who is George in front of us with the umbrella. Then here we are going to descend to Licky Valley. At this point it had stopped raining, but we still layered up. Look at the views. I think right now it may seem pretty much like just an expanse of landscapes, but when you're there, it's very pretty. So we went down to Licky Valley where we took a couple of pictures. That's Samson, our guide. This is Samson. We took a couple of pictures which are on my Instagram as well. We had a break also at Licky Valley where I fed some birds. The birds on Mount Kenya are pretty chill, and they're also super friendly because I think so many people that are hiking and they are camping also feed them, so they're not afraid of people. I took some pictures here and of the landscape and the water and videos of the water. So I try to take videos in portrait and landscape for my YouTube and my TikToks and my Instagram, but sometimes I forget. Sometimes I remember. When I do remember, that's awesome. So this is the river on that bridge area. So one of these rivers at either Ontilili or Licky Valley feeds into the Nanyuki River. So the ice and the snow after it rains or it snows just like pours down into these rivers. Actually, from here onwards, the trail was just made of water. Like water was just flowing downstream because it had rained. As you can see, how bad the weather is. This is us after having some lunch at a place called Lunch Area. You can see it's super icy because it had rained on this stretch to Mackindas before we got there. So by the time we were getting there, the snow, the fog was clearing, because right now we can't see the valley, but as the video progresses, we can actually see the valley. You can see all the mountainous vegetation, how it changes. So at Old Moses Camp, we had a bonfire, but at Shipton's camp, we were not gonna get a bonfire because the weather there and the vegetation there doesn't have like firewood for that. So where we were going, there was no bonfire. But there's like houses, like those Ushago houses, or houses that are like your grandmother's house, yeah, that kind of situation that you can have breakfast there and do all that stuff. So but the tents are outside, or you can pay to have like to stay in a house for 2,000 shillings a night, but we did not do that. So this is us hiking or trekking rather to to Shipton. So from here it seems so near because it's like you're just traversing Mackinder's Valley, and you think that you're gonna round a corner and get there, but and yeah, my body was going through it. So this is Monica asking me how it is, and me telling her I was super tired at this point. I'm rocking back and forth, so dramatic. And the guys kept lying to us. They're like, oh, it's just 5 minutes, oh, 10 minutes, oh, it's just like for 3 hours. So here my body has given up. Not given up, I'm still there. I'm still trying to get there. So it was not even the altitude, it was the fatigue. And then at some point my knee gave out. So it gave out, and Samson there, so lovely, had to help me carry my bag. So this is me giving up, and this is Monica at Shipton's. Then in the morning at 2 a.m. we woke up to hike, trekking, and then at 6:50 a.m. we were there. We summited, and on our way, these were the views. Yeah, there's not much. We did not do much at Shipton's apart from have dinner and prepare for summit and wake up to summit. So this is me at summit, Lenana and my friends. Then we started descending. This is the lake, the Harriston. So we took a couple of pictures at Harriston. That's Kenny. Then he took pictures of me. That's Harriston. Then we got to Simberton on our way down. And then we got to this Chogoria route to Shipton in Junction. There's Monica running down the trail as we were going to breakfast at Minton's camp, just before Minton's. Then breakfast. So we had been hiking from 2 a.m. to around 9 a.m.-ish. I think it was 10-11 by the time we were having this breakfast. Our breakfast tent was set up just before Minton's camp, because there was already a large group at Minton's camp, over 60 people. That's my friend Yuji. And then we took a couple of pictures with our breakfast, because always take pictures of your food, take pictures, document everything. Then we went to Lake Maikoson, a detour for a photo shoot. Oh, look at me, girl. Then me and my friend Monica, look at serving fashion. Then all the girls together. Then me with George giving me instructions. George was our tour guide, so talented and so lovely, giving me instructions on how to pose. Look at my kimono set. Then we went to Lake Ellis, which I don't have footage of because it was raining all the way to Lake Ellis. I had not lost my will to leave, but there was no will to record anything. And then this is us talking about Mount Longonot hike and how easy it is, and Monica suggesting that we should circle the crater twice. Like, who does that? And then everybody just said Longonot is easy, because pro hikers. And then started clowning Yuji, because that's what you do when you're with friends. You clown and make fun of them. So this is us clowning, because my friend was supposed to be taking a picture, but she was taking a video, which is gonna be a blooper at some point in time. So there's having breakfast before going to Chogoria Gate and then to Nairobi. But before that, we had a mini photo shoot. See those abs, more abs. See the eyes. Oh God, look at the body. Yeah, so we had this mini photo shoot. So these all the girls together, and that's the view of the trail, Lake Ellis Trail. This is the entire view of the lake from where we were camping. We did not use that truck road route, that rough road that you're seeing there, but we just traversed and used a shortcut to get to Chogoria Gate. so we did not use that road because it's super long. Then we got to Chogoria Gate, and these are the vans taking us to Nairobi. I was so happy to see them. I was excited to have a good shower. I had not had a good shower in 4 days. And then I got my certificate. Cheers.